We ask about the sketch.
Yes.
The sketch on the left side, if we can see it, number 1 is when we go out to disseminate, and 2 is when we're included in them and we raise their deficiencies as a prayer. The problem is with 2. Many times I feel that there the chain is broken, because when you go out to teach, let's say, or give some lecture or a lesson, it is clear, you feel that you're included in it, and the system, the circulation, it works. But in other times, let's say even if you write something or you share a post, what does it mean to be included in the deficiencies of the public?
You receive from them, you nevertheless receive from them an impression, even though you don't go into direct connection with them face to face.
So how do we turn this unconscious inclusion to something more emotional, something that will build a prayer?
This is from the general work. What do those people who don't lecture, who don't give lectures do? Which is the majority.
What?
They receive an impression from the public in general.
Okay, so is there some tip for how can we improve this inclusion, make it stronger?
Those who go out, number 1 here, part 1, they are enough to bring the rest of us this slack, but this connection must exist. It's a very important connection. This connection is the main thing. Here, as he writes to us in Matan Torah and in the Elvut article, here we put these things into practice, where we go out to the public in some way, we're online, we're in the media, we do as much as we can, and each one in the group needs to try to do this with all his might, to the extent that the Creator allows, and then he's in that.
But can we conclude from this that the most effective act of dissemination is to be in contact with people and explain to them about the wisdom of correction, to teach them, etc.?
Yes and no. It needs to be according to, well, one's ability. And if I can't, right? If I have a speech impediment or something, if I cannot speak properly, what will you do then? No, in general, those who are with us, within our framework, doing even the smallest work, fulfilling the smallest role, he is part of it. He's included with that lack. It's not that we're specifically in contact with some specific people in front of a classroom and we explain things to them. No, it's a field. It's a field where all of us operate, and we're constantly entering into interactions with them and coming out of such interactions. Don't worry, it works. It works.
I'd like to continue. In those acts of dissemination we're doing, usually we were talking about how can we have a pipeline, pass the light onto them so that they will awaken, so they'll get something out of it. But now you're saying I should also have the intention to absorb from them.
You receive it from them, and when you want to answer, you want to answer their questions, you integrate with them. You're integrated with their lacks, desires, their search. You integrate. Let's say I have these talks I do with the writers. I feel how much they incorporate the lacks of the public. They read many articles, they speak, it works, it happens. We must do it more and more. But the main thing is for us to actually implement this loop, the head and the body working in that way, connected in that way.